I'm Brenda. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here because it is a very special day. Today is the 10-year anniversary of when the game Stardew Valley first released. Now, I only started playing Stardew Valley within like the last 4 or so years, but I quickly realized that this game was something special. I quickly amassed over about 400 hours across multiple saves, and I have thoroughly enjoyed every single hour I have spent playing this game. Then I also got pretty heavily into the modding scene, and I at one point had a save file that had probably over 200 mods. Yeah, don't ask me how that ran. It took about 15 minutes for the game to load. But I just love Stardew Valley. It holds a very special place in my heart, even though, like I said, I have only been playing it a few years. It's really something special. And today is the 10-year anniversary of when the game first released. So in just a little bit, Concerned Ape, the creator of Stardew Valley, the sole dev of Stardew Valley, will be premiering a little retrospect video going over, I guess, just like the last 10 years of this game that he, made and keeps updating for us. And then at the end, he is going to be revealing 2 new marriage candidates that will be available in the forthcoming 1.7 update. Release date to be determined. We do not have a date for a 1.7. We just know that it is coming. And Concerned Ape did tell us, I believe, like a month ago that there was going to be 2 new marriage candidates, and he was going to reveal them on the 10-year anniversary, which is today. So I'm very excited to see who these potential new marriage candidates could be. I have my own predictions based on previous polls that Concerned Ape actually did for adding a marriage candidate back in, I believe, 1.1 version, so very long time ago. So based off of the choices that were in those polls, so these are the 2 polls that Concerned Ape did back in April of 2016. So this was, I believe, yes, for about the 1.1 update. So he says, which of these male and female characters would you like me to add as marriage candidate in Stardew Valley? Now for the female, we had Emily, Marnie, Sandy, and Pam as choices, and Emily won, and then Emily was added as a marriage candidate. And then for the male characters, the choices were Shane, Linus, Clint, and the Wizard, and Shane won, and he was added as a marriage candidate. Now, the next popular choices for male and female, yeah, did I do that right? I think, were for the female was Sandy with 22.4%, and then for the male was the Wizard with 29.7%. So based on those polls, that's my prediction for who the marriage candidates are going to be announced for. We're going to have Sandy for female and the Wizard for male. But I'm expecting to be bamboozled. I really think CA is going to throw a curveball, and the male is going to be Clint. Why? I don't fucking know. Who wants to marry Clint? I don't. But I guess someone does, because 6.4% of people voted. But I don't know. I really wanted to be the Wizard, but I have like this small, little, annoying inkling that it's going to be Clint, and I'm going to be so mad. But those are my predictions for the marriage candidates. Sandy, Wizard, but probably Clint. So the video that Concerned Ape is going to be doing goes live in about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. Oh, and then also today I got an email from the Symphony of Seasons Orchestra. I think that's what it's called now. It's an orchestra, a traveling orchestra that plays Stardew Valley music that's like specially composed for like an orchestra. It travels the world. They just announced that the final stop on the Symphony of Season tour is going to be a very special event. It's going to be at the Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado. And it's actually going to be like a huge event. There's going to be like giveaways. There's going to be like meet and greets. They said you could meet Krobus. Like, what? Krobus? So I have to maybe beg my husband to take me to Colorado. But yeah, that's super cool. Fangamer just had a bunch of new 10th anniversary Stardew Valley merch go up for sale earlier today on their website. So it's just a very exciting day in Stardew Valley players' lives today. Until the video goes live, I'm just going to sit here and wait. All right, cool. Hello, I am back. It's just about 4 minutes to the top of the hour. It's about to happen, and I'm literally so excited. Happy birthday, Stardew Valley. It's been a great couple of years for me. Hasn't been 10 full years for me yet, personally, but like I said, I've enjoyed my time playing this game thoroughly, and I can't wait to see what else Concerned Ape can bring to the game. Because he still clearly loves the game and loves to see everyone playing it and ask for things, because clearly he keeps adding things. So thank you, Concerned Ape, for everything you do for Stardew Valley and all your hard work, and we all just appreciate you so very much. And happy birthday, Stardew Valley. Time to lock in. Time to lock in. Lock in, everyone. It's almost time. Let's fucking do this. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock. Eric, please. Eric, I'm gonna government name you. Oh, it's a fucking premiere. Ah, god damn it. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I can't even tell what the fuck number that is. Can anyone tell what the fuck number that is? Does that say 90? No, that says 30. Okay, wait, what? I don't know what this number says. All right, guys, this is happening now. Okay, this is official. It's official. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my god, it's happening. It's like that gif of Michael Scott from The Office. Oh my god, it's happening. You know. All right, guys, I'm literally freaking. No, like I'm losing my mind right now. Clearly. This is crazy. I'm actually gonna lose it. Wait, does that say 3, 2, 1? Oh my god. Oh my god. 2 new marriage candidates and 1.7 will be revealed at the end of the video. Okay, at the end. He's telling us right now. This envelope is on my desk. I love him. Oh my god, Concerned Ape.
Hey guys, it's me, Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time. So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
Sprout Valley? Oh my god. Oh my god.
2012. So this was the original name of Stardew Valley. It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name. That's why I eventually changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game, but it was very rudimentary, and I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley is today.
But I could definitely see, like,
of course, I grew up playing
the general
Harvest Moon
style,
for
how
Nintendo, and so I was.
It's still basically the same,
and,
yeah.
You know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo. That was my starting point, and then I wanted to expand a bit from there. As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap, but there are some things like the bus there that essentially made it into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there.
Wow, look at
6
that!
months into development. And, you know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0.
I'm, like, really emotional.
So, we can watch this for a little bit. You'll notice how it looks similar to Pelican Town. Some things are basically unchanged, but then other things are quite
Seeds
odd.
and stuff.
Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display.
Oh my gosh. Is that Caroline?
Portraits are
Oh!
Sometimes I wonder, you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now? Somehow I don't think that the game would have taken off.
Clint!
Oh, look at Clint.
He even said
But,
Clint.
you know, this was like part of essentially a training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer. I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's fresh, it's primal, and you can't really recapture that once you have experience. There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait. I was thinking. And the character movement speed is insane.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
you guys
like
would love that
mod
in Stardew
speed.
I'll have to get you on Way of the Wind Part 100. Alright, let's show you the old mines real quick. The mines are one of the areas of Stardew that have gone under a lot of changes, probably the most changes.
I'm
of
sure.
any, at least gameplay element. However, some concepts have been there from the very beginning, like slimes.
No, the slime.
Slimes have always been there.
Oh, there's little like
Ladders down have
that, like little
always been there in one
little
way or
dungeons.
another.
I don't know what the little caverns. Give us those. You put the little thingies in the mines that look like you should be able
Guess
to
I
walk
hadn't
through
discovered
them.
the concept of knockback yet.
Oh yeah, and look, no knockback. Oh, you did.
The death sound has always been there. All right, well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley. So let's go ahead and jump to the next earliest build that I have.
Oh, let's see.
So here we have a build from 2013. I've probably been working on Stardew for maybe a little over a year
Look
this
at that.
point.
That's what
And
we
it's
all
radically
know.
different from that previous build that I showed you.
Wow.
We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley. However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet.
That Stardew yellow
this
dirt.
version of Stardew Valley was basically more of like a sandbox idea. In this iteration, this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But so you would like actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to Robin. And there was that farm map you just saw. Like that was pretty cool, actually, that farm map. Now you guys are going to be mad at me that that's not in Stardew Valley anymore. Yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an
He knows
RPG.
the fan base.
Yeah, so
look at
back then,
that.
I had item of the day and crop of the week, but I got rid of that because there's this fundamental problem where you can store things in chests in Stardew Valley. So this creates this incentive to just never ship anything until the crop is crop of the week or the item is item of the day.
Okay, I see.
And
I
just don't think
see.
that's very
Who the
cool.
fuck is
You don't ever want to
Josh?
incentivize things that aren't fun.
Oh, old
That's game dev 101.
Maru.
All right, you can see here it's starting to look like Pierre's.
Oh yeah.
Starting to look like that old familiar shop.
But I can see how
But,
what he was saying about if he had a crop of the
anyway,
week, people
maybe
would just
let's jump ahead a
stockpile.
little bit and check out what the mines are looking like. in 2013.
Ooh. Ooh, I like how like the background is like trippy-ish.
So this was the era of the procedurally generated mines. My idea was I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but, you know, top down instead of side scrolling. And it was this, you had these big procedurally generated levels and you mined into the walls.
Yeah, I see that. Like I see that. Like some of the walls are like translucent. I was wondering what that was.
I think was a cool idea, but for some reason I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which
that could have been cool though.
Just ended up being too complicated. I think it was maybe just beyond my ability. I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own. And, you know, if you've played Core Keeper, that's pretty much what Core Keeper is, which is a cool game, by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey, someone finally did it. So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it. And I spent a long time working on this, too. But I made the decision to scrap all of it, and let's see, there's a bug right there. Do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all designed by hand. Here we have Goblin Village.
I was like, who the fuck is that? It's his character. But what the hell is it? What is Goblin Village?
Completely scrapped from the game. And I mean, I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool, doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea in practice. Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, all right? Anything you see here from previous builds is not...
He said, don't get any fucking ideas.
All right, let's move on to yet another more recent version. So this one's from sometime in 2014. This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but it had these weird buttons on the side.
Oh.
And then when you loaded the game, there was this loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims.
I was gonna say, it reminds me of The Sims.
But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build, but you start to see some more Stardew Valley things come into place.
Yeah, you guys remember seeing it all come together.
What we call the daytime money box in the upper right is there.
Oh yeah.
Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game, and it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. Not sure why there's this ugly yellow color, ugly yellow filter over the entire screen. You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then.
Oh my god, he hates Clint too. He's totally making Clint the narrator. Oh my god. I feel like he's totally gonna do that to spite everyone. I could so totally see him doing that though.
And the inside of the farmhouse was like very static. I don't even think you could.
He's made like 2
slide
exerts Clint
allowed
already.
me to have the pixel art look kind of nice with some shading and stuff, but I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that.
Oh my god, this is the one we know, right? Ah, it's so nostalgic.
So this is from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment. The farmhouse still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance, is that a word? This weird
on the wall
thing, this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there. But Obviously, I got rid of that at some point.
Good choice.
The mailbox is still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months. I think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close. I needed to finish the game. The finish line was so close, and that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley, so that was like a last-minute change, which I'm really glad about because I don't really like the way this looks. Looks kind of stiff, kind of like a Pinocchio or something.
Oh, it's mines.
Yep, there's the old classic Stardew Valley mines. So that's pretty much the last convenient footage that I have from before launch. I do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers, Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever Stardew Valley farms. Looks pretty good. Thank you guys so much. So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work, the launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this because if it flopped, I would have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience. Would have been pretty depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning. So that was highly stressful.
Trev, you're dead. Oh my god. The Wii U box!
On the first day of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies, which was already beyond my wildest dreams.
40,000 copies.
After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal. I knew that I could be a game developer from now on. It was really happening. Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent the next... I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches, too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it. So I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace. I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's Shrine and his evaluation. When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh. And he was almost a little bit rude. You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, "Man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid." And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, you know, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it. So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, you know, have them come back and reevaluate. Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses.
Wow.
So
like a month, not even a month later.
Apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue, and people still complain about this, but there's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years. And it just goes to show that, you know, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind, it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why I, essentially, as soon as these bug fix patches were out of the way, I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content 1.1.
This is like such an amazing video to watch.
So I'll just briefly go over the update.
Wait, so...
if you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But Yeah, the 1.1 update added
So-
4 new farm types.
So you
and
only had one
kind of
farm type to
established
start? That's
the tradition of
crazy.
every update adding new farm types to the game. And notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on a poll that I put on Twitter. 1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates. So then we had the 1.3 update, which most importantly added multiplayer to the game, fulfilling
okay.
the promise I had made to the players before Stardew Valley even came out. 1.3 also added the winter night market and a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom.
Oh.
But yeah, it started this new era where I was open to getting help on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates. So then there was the 1.4 update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the spouses, and many other great things to the game. Then we had the 1.5 update,
1.5.
which added a huge end game location.
I think
Ginger
this is when I
Island,
actually started playing Stardew, was when
Quest,
1.5
and
first
this idea of
dropped.
perfection.
Quest.
The volcano, which allowed you to enchant your weapons.
Yeah,
and
I
tools,
want to say 1.5 when
and many other
1.5
great things.
came out. This is when I actually started playing the game.
Then there was the 1.6 update, the most recent update. Kind of a return to the valley after 1.5's Ginger Island. 1.6 added some new systems, some endgame content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game. And it added some old ideas that I'd had for a long time, like Green Rain.
Oh, that was an old idea. Cool.
So those were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones, which sometimes added some important things to the game. But those were the major updates.
Yogi.
Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works.
1.7.
But I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet.
What is that?
Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage candidates, and I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this.
No,
and you're just
don't
waiting
say that.
for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right?
It's fine.
But I just have one
can
more thing
wait.
to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7. But before I open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley
Eric, I'm
over
gonna
the
cry.
past 10 years, for all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you. That's meant a lot to me too. And it's really given me a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much. I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the
Curry
the
fry,
people
yes.
who have run the Stardew Valley concerts, Cole for helping me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business.
Yes, let's do this.
All right, here it is. 1.7 marriage candidate.
Oh my god. Oh, I saw Clint. It's fucking Clint.
There you go. Clint and Sandy. It's their turn. It's their time. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.
I'm literally fucking shook! Oh, this man, Eric Barone. If I ever fucking see you out on the street, no, I'm kidding. I knew he wasn't gonna do the wizard. I knew he wasn't gonna do the wizard. I knew he wasn't gonna do the wizard. I knew he was gonna do Clint. And you know what? It's fine. It's fucking fine because someone fucking wants to romance Clint, you know? So good for them. You can go romance Clint now. But you know what, Sandy? I'm gonna wife her up. I'm gonna wife Sandy up so quickly. Wow. That whole thing was just, besides the whole reveal, the whole retrospect video of seeing like the first builds of the game and seeing how it came from his first idea to what it is now. That was just really cool to see and very humbling, and to see how much like he clearly, you know, he cares about this game still. Like clearly, you know, 10 years in, it's clear. So I don't know, just this was such a lovely little thing that he put on for us, and I'm just very excited for 1.7. I knew that we weren't really going to get any other info for 1.7 besides the new marriage candidates, so like I'm completely fine with it. I knew it was more going to just be like a, you know, celebration of the game. That was just great. That was super great. So once again, I'm just going to say thank you to Concerned Ape, Eric Barone, for creating Stardew Valley. This game has really like touched so many people's hearts, and it means so much to so many people. Thank you for keeping the game updated, and just thank you. I don't even know. I just know. Just thank you for everything, Concerned Ape. And I'm so excited for 1.7. I will definitely be starting a new save for 1.7. I'm very excited because I haven't even really explored all that 1.6 had to offer yet. So it'll be a fun time. I will definitely probably be starting that Stardew Valley new save file whenever 1.7 drops over on my Twitch channel, which will be linked in the description below. So make sure if you like my content over here, you'll probably like my live stream content over on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video today. If you like the content you saw today, make sure you like the video and subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye. Eric, I'm gonna government name you.